Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I will show you how I made the following card featuring some Noline coloring. Before I start with the card, I try to lay out my card design. And then I take my stamping tool to stamp whatever I need to stamp first, which is in this case the bunny from Pig's Favorite from Mama Elephant. I am stamping it out using some Fadeout Noline coloring detail ink by Ink on 3. Because I am going to color with thick, clean color real brush markers, I am using Strathmore Bristol smooth cardstock. This piece was cut out using the basic rectangles from Mama Elephant. I decided to only use 3 colors, which are listed below. What I do when doing some no-line coloring is adding the color onto the lines and dragging it out into the middle with a damp paintbrush. This is repeated on every part of the image. As soon as there is a sort of base coat on each part, I go back in with my ink and I add it onto the places where I think there could be a shadow. For this, I try to imagine a light source, and in this case I decided to put the light source on the top left. So I'm adding the color and then I am dragging the color out, making a nice blend into the lighter areas. The amount of layers is totally up to you, but when you are watercoloring, adding more layers can help creating more depth. I don't really have a preference. Sometimes I am happy with one layer, other times like this I just keep adding and adding until I am satisfied. The advantage of the ink is that it doesn't really have a color. It takes on the color that you add on top, so even the lighter colors such as the green shadow from the dress are visible. This makes no-line coloring so much easier. At this moment in time I realized that there were 2 mistakes, so I took my wet paintbrush, went over those spots where colors didn't belong, and then I took a paper towel to dab off the water and it lifted the ink along with it. So now I am adding my final layers. As soon as I am happy with the coloring, it is time to add the sentiment. making sure that everything is aligned perfectly, using the grid on my stamping tool as well to check. When I am doing no-line coloring, I try to avoid stamping my sentiment with black ink. Therefore, I decided to use cracked Pistachio Distress Oxide ink because this matches the dress of the bunny. Thanks to my stamping tool, I am also able to stamp it multiple times to get a really crisp image. I tried out whether the face was dry enough to add some black to the eyes, but the image was still damp. So I decided to first add Nuvo Dream Drops called Dragon Scales all around. There was a little error, but if you are quick enough, you can just wipe it away and continue with adding those drops. As soon as these were added, I went with a micron fineliner number 1 to the eyes and added the black, and then this card was adhered onto an American A2 standard size card base, and that finishes off my card. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you liked the card and maybe give no-line coloring a go. If you have any questions, suggestions or whatever, please comment below. I hope to see you next time. Bye!